People of Reddit who survive on less than 8 hours of sleep. How? Hatred and the need to pay bills. Step 1. Ignore all the cries for help your body releases. Step 2. There is no step 2. Hate myself. Decide I'm going to bed earlier tonight. Fail. Repeat. I have a coworker who is a cleaner in a psych hospital who is 50, only works nights and says she only sleeps 3 or 4 hours a day. Don't know how she does it. I remember one time in my life where I woke up feeling fully refreshed and I've never forgot that moment ever since. I usually get somewhere between 5-7 hours sleep. There is a constant feeling of tiredness, but at some point you just learn to ignore it or get used to it and carry on. I do this neat little trick where I borrow a few hours from the end of my life every time I don't get enough sleep. Been doing it for years and I don't see any potential problems or downsides. 6 or 7 is good enough for me. I feel fine with that much sleep. Better question is, who out there is actually getting 8 hours of sleep?
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What addiction is seen as completely normal by society? Infinite scrolling in apps. TikTok. The algorithm is insanely good at keeping people on it for long periods of time. Shopping. Energy drinks. Surprise, no one has said this, but lottery tickets. Endless scrolling. Consumerism. Social media. Everyone is always on social media. Even I am personally an addict. I'm constantly taking pictures for my Instagram, posting on my Snapchat, or scrolling through TikTok. An endless cycle between the 3 apps. Sugar. Overeating. Wine addiction. And then they say I'm not an alcoholic. Lady, you drink a bottle a day. I'm pretty sure you are, because wine is still an alcoholic drink. In America, living to work. 60-hour work weeks and never taking vacation out of a weird loyalty to a company that will lay you off without hesitation if the bottom line is at risk. Workaholism. Fuck that. There are more pleasurable things to be addicted to. Working long hours and pretending it's fine. McDonald's bro.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
If band names were literal, what would be the worst concert to attend? You'd probably want to stay away from the entire genre of death metal. Not sure it would be worth seeing Rush. They'd either hurry through their songs and be done in 10 minutes, or you'd get Rush Limbaugh. Panic at the Disco. I don't want to be trampled. Franz Ferdinand. Pretty boring to watch the guy's corpse. Band of Horses would be funny. Massive Attack. The Dead Kennedys would stink. Weezer. A bunch of people having asthma attacks on stage. Napalm Death. On the upside, just imagine what a Nirvana concert would be like. REM would be a total snooze fest. It's not literally a cradle of filth? Oh, no, that would be horrible. Diarrhea Planet, with Infant Annihilator as the opening act. Cannibal Corpse. 10,000 Maniacs. The Butthole Surfers. Korn would be very boring. Airborne Toxic Event. Gonna have to go with Infant Annihilator.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
How do you know who your real friends are? You can go for long periods of time without talking, but when you do talk or meet up, it's as good as it ever was. Mutual understanding that people can just have stuff on and life gets in the way. They don't try to manipulate or gaslight you. Poke them with a needle. Real ones will react. Easy. They don't compete with you. They are happy when you do well and feel crappy when things don't. They have healthy boundaries and respect yours, too. Real friends make time for you. Well, they don't exist, so it's easy. For me, it was when I decided to get clean. YMMV. I know in my heart. And that's all that matters. When they remember your name, they are there for you and support you when you are going through something. When people expect you should always be there for them, but when you need them, they are never there for you. They don't talk shit about you when they want to hang out and talk to you. They play Mario Kart with you. I have no friends. Don't text anyone for a month. See who texts you.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What career is the lowest of the low? Reddit admin, paparazzi, MLM recruiter, parasitical politicians, medical debt collector, a gravedigger. Hey, they do go lower than ground level. Politician. It's probably the only job where you get paid a lot to lie, make the world a worse place, all while looking smug in a 3-piece suit every day. Illegal, scammer. Legal, phone annoyer, pimp. Reddit mod and part-time dog walker. Sex traffickers. There really is no lower scumbag piece of shit. Facebook live moderator. Senior members of the clergy who decide not to press charges against kitty-fiddling priests. Minor. Telephone sanitizer. We should ship them all off to some remote planet. For-profit hospice. Lobbyist for Facebook. Politician. Lawyer. Politician. Any minimum wage job on night shift. IRS agent. Corporate lobbyist. Hitman. According to Sammy Hagar, it's making toothpicks out of logs because he just quit. Portable toilet cleaner. Parking enforcement. Sales. Probably a deep sea welder.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What video game do you consider a masterpiece? The Civilization series taught me more about science, history, wonders of the world, and strategy than any textbook. Also not to fuck with Gandhi. Worms 2, the original. Man, I miss Valve. Their games were designed in a way many developers could only dream of. They were revolutionary in almost everything they laid their hands on. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Doom the Classic 1. Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater. StarCraft. Secret of Monkey Island. Everything about that game was a huge upgrade in comparison to Sierra's adventure games. And that humor is exactly my cup of tea. Chrono Trigger. Castlevania Satan. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Still as playable today as when it was originally released. Diablo 2. Kerbal Space Program. Half-Life 1998. Age of Empires 2. Super Mario World is peak Mario. Only one that comes close is Mario 64.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What's a subtle sign someone has been through some shit? Disproportionate reactions. Their reactions to most things are normal or even low-key, but occasionally they have a huge response to something minor. Key sign of trauma. They seem to wait for bad things to happen and can't imagine a good or normal outcome. People who have been through some shit are reading these replies and realizing for the first time what their giveaways were all this time. When you see someone deal with something extremely emotionally damaging or physically painful and they act like they don't even notice it, like nothing's changed. When you see that, you know they've seen the worst and nothing is gonna get to them. They have good advice for people who've just experienced trauma. Or for how to handle oddly specific and fucked up situations when nothing shocks them. Thinking you are telling a fun childhood or military or whatever anecdote story and looking up to realize from your friends' faces and shocked silence that it is indeed not a fun story and it's actually pretty effed. Not wanting to bring up anything from their past. Enduring pain like it's nothing.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.